Sup, guys? My name is Ryu for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Council. It's time for Burgermeister, but you may now know them as Paleozoic. Now, before this gets started, I'm only using the four Paleozoic monsters we had in the TCG, but however, in my extra deck, I'm kind of being a cheat by running Treat Toad, which comes out next set. So, just to give you an idea of what you can do right now, and then of course you could change out the Treat Toad, but Treat Toad is... it changes the deck so much, it makes it so good. But I'm playing against Cyber Angels. This is just going to show you what happens when you're against an established board. And, yeah, so he's going off. To say the least, he's got a 2,800 point monster. He's got that Honest in hand. And I don't have my Imperial Iron Wool that I need, but I have... oh, there it is. I'm going to take it, so that way I can actually utilize it. Card D here into 2 more cards. So... I'll explain the card demise and whatnot in the deck profile and some parts throughout the video probably, but I didn't chain nothing else because that way if I use this to get that this mofo will come on board, and then when he swings Imperial Iron Wool, get that mofo on board. So I like abusing that little factor. He's gonna take him out, but oh wait, nope, they're gonna come back again and again. Look at that. When you have Imperial Iron Wool, the deck gets really dumb, so you always want to have it set on board as fast as possible. It also makes certain matchups really laughable, to say the least, but got that Upstart Goblin just to draw one more. Going to Treat Toad, it's disgusting. Now, if you're wondering what you do with Treat Toad, you tribute itself to nullify whatever you're going to nullify. Now, in the case that, you know, we're talking TCG only, I guess, well, there's not really too much to go into right now. Not saying the deck's bad, but it's a lot harder to play. So I got that Drowning Mirror Force. I'm going to chain both my Burgermeister and Accumulated Fortune. So I'm going to call them Burgermeister. I may call them Paleozoic. I may refer to them as both, just saying. But they're the same card, just in case anyone has like a willy-nilly fit about it, to say the least. So he can't bring that back up, I don't believe. I think I floodgated it. Oh, wait, nope, he can. So he goes to the swing. I'm playing Quaking Mirror Force at this point. Now he can't bring it back up. I'm only basically destroying my Quaking Mirror Force to get it in the graveyard and to make room for like card demise, so that way I ain't gonna worry about it. But play that Raigeki, play that Jar of Greed. Gonna bring back another one, and then just not even gonna go to card demise yet. But in this kind of situation with Treat Toad, this is where Treat Toad gets dumb as hell. You could basically tribute out the trap cards because they're counted as monsters out of Aqua, so pretty dumb if you ask me that you can actually pull that one off. But I'm just gonna go into huge board here, not do anything, just establish drawing more cards that I don't need. And I could have ended the game there, I'm well aware, but I was having a little bit too much fun. What can I say? I'm being completely honest. I was having a little bit too much fun in this game. But yeah, that's going to be the first round, and then let's get into the next duel. So this is against Destiny Hero Lunalight something, because the deck is insane. You know, I guess he was using the Lunalight to get to polymerization faster to bring out his fusions. I don't really know. Cool concept, though. Cool concept. So I'm going to set 5, because that's how all the pros seem to do it, yeah? Okay, then. Go for the Burgermeister Panika, which is basically just going to allow me to draw two by discarding another one. And then, of course, I'm going to bring it back because I activated a trap card. He's got the Deadly Guy. It's like the first time I've seen the Deadly Guy been summoned. But I got the Quaking Mirror Force. So what you know about that? And his monster's going to be set face down now. There's nothing he can really do about that. I get the Imperial Iron Wool. I'm going to play the Raigeki, go to the Treat Toad, and just sit on the Treat Toad. I'm not even going to worry about attacking. That was kind of stupid because I should have attacked, but shit happens. I forget to. I don't know why I took his Fusion Recovery. That was kind of dumb. Now I just have a dead card on the board for the moment. But I play Imperial Iron Wall and get one of my trap monsters back, so at least I get some sort of defense this turn. But he goes for Castel, and he's going to get rid of my Imperial Iron Wall. And then he's going to go for Dicefoon. I don't know why he's playing Dicefoon. Maybe it's just for trolls and lulz. But he takes out my monster and takes 1,000 damage for trying to do so. Here I tap deck the Burgermeister I need. But I'm trying to get to that Imperial Iron Wall, which is not happening. Set 2, play card Demise. I'm just trying to get to the Iron Wall again, but gets the Drowning Mirror Force. So it kind of works out, I guess. Go for Drowning Mirror Force. I don't want to see that thing on my board anymore. Pop out the Fusion Recovery. I don't want to see that on my board anymore. And just go into 2 more trap cards. This deck also works really nicely with Chain Burn, so if you're a Chain Burn player, it's something to consider, to say the least. Because they do have like other effects, like this will nullify certain attack points, so like cut them in half and whatnot. So you have that option too to keep you a little bit more protected while you're doing all your chains. I actually get the Imperial Iron Ball I've been looking for here. I probably should have made this Street Toad first, but oh well. Live and learn, look back on it, do better moves. Go for Tree Toad, go for second Tree Toad because I'm scum of the earth. Goes for Mirror Force, I'm nullifying that. Goes to Trap Tricks, Nightmare Hole, I'm nullifying that too because I can. not even because I need to, just because I can. That's the realest shit I've probably said in a while. It's just because I can. Double Tree Toad, try to activate their effect, but I clicked on the same Tree Toad like an idiot. It's kind of hard to realize which Tree Toad, I was clicking on, but gonna get 2 more Burgermeister here. It's disgustingly good, or Paleozoic, however you want to say that. But he goes for the swing, Quaking Mirror Force, and another one onto the board. It's disgusting. This deck is fun. Obviously by now I think you guys would notice I'm not running Curry Bandit currently. I say currently because there's only 4 of the 8 Burgermeisters out in TCG. When we get the other 4, Curry Bandit by far is much more superior than Karkar D. But right now, since we don't have those other 4, it's a lot harder to justify the Curry Bandit being ran. Now, if you want to run Curry Bandit in a deck like this, feel free to. I'm not going to stop you. I'm not even calling it bad. I'm just saying it'll be better once we get the rest of the support. Because that's really, really what we need. I just throw Karkar D on the board because I fucking can. I have warning. I'm not even afraid of what he's going to, like, try to do. And he goes for Shuffle Reborn. I'm like, I don't know. I'm just going to say no. It basically summons a monster. I'm like, no. I'm not letting you have it. Nope. Simple as that. Flip up the second Imperial Iron Wall so I get another monster on the board. And I can just do stupid shit. Draw in the Karkar D, summon it, make a Daigatsu Phoenix with it, because that's probably the only time you're ever going to see that happen with the Karkar Ds. Go figure. And end the game from there. 16-turn game. And one hell of a match, at least in my opinion, to show what the deck can do. I'm going to save the last game for last. Well, I'm going to save the Blue Eyes game for last. That's what I meant to say. This is against Trap Tricks, and this one is actually a little while. So what I'm going to basically just quickly say is the deck can't keep up with meta right now because we don't have all the components for it, to say the least. We're missing, I think, 5 cards for this deck. We're missing an Exceed and 4 more of the trap cards. And those 4 more of the trap cards really do change the pace of the deck, to say the least. It makes it a lot better than what it is right now. And this is going to be a hard game for me at the very least, because the trap tricks succeed there on the board. It's a pain to try to jump over. So Reckless Greed here and just go into more cards. I don't know why it didn't let me chain there. Maybe because I probably activated something that was hindering it like an idiot, not realizing it, but shit happens. Going to, I think, 4 summons out of the grave. No, 3 summons out of the graveyard, which is just beautiful as hell, and a +2 to my hand. And of course, with Banish on his side. Look at all those chains, though. He plays Raigeki. I'm like, that's okay by me. Like, that just means I got to redo it all over again, and that's fine enough by me. I have no problem with that. So I go for the Jar of Greed and the Karkar D. I don't know why I didn't set that. Oh yeah, because he's got like 3 back row. That's why I wanted to focus on taking out the back row. Goes for the search for bottomless or whatnot. Goes for Vanity's Emptiness. I chain Accumulated Fortune. I chain everything I possibly can chain, just to put 2 monsters on the board, like a scummy piece of shit. What do you want me to say? It's like a scummy piece of shit. He stopped the 1 summon, but the other 2 still came out, and he swung at it. He's hiding, put it in defense mode. But I play Raigeki, and he basically tributes the Trap Trick Exceeds, or uses its effect to protect the other one. But that's okay. Card Demise set 3. Look at that. Just like a boss. He's got the Guaiba in hand. He's going to summon out that Guaiba and swing with it. I got Quaking Mirror Force, and I'm going to chain my ass off here. It's going to be just hilarious. There's 3 monsters coming out of the graveyard currently at one given time. So I'm going to have 4 monsters on board right now. I can make 2 Treat Toads and just start nullifying whatever he tries to activate, which is going to be just priceless. But I go for the one Treat Toad. I go for a swing just to take out his monsters. You know, I figure it's slow play a little bit. There's really only need for one Treat Toad currently. Unexpected die. I'm nullifying that. I'm not allowing that to go off and do what it wants to do. I'm just like, nope. That would be pretty interesting in Dino Rabbit. If you want to bring back Dino Rabbit, his Unexpected die is a pretty interesting card for that, to say the least. You run a lot of vanillas. So that's something to consider that I haven't talked about, but now I just did, so. And I think this is going to be the end of the game. He goes for the Phoenix Chain. I go for the Tribute effect, and there's nothing else he can do, so that's the game. Now for the very last one, I go against Blue Eyes, because there were so many Blue Eyes matches that I just had with the decks I was building. Machina Gadget, with the... I can't remember. I just recorded it before Machina Gadget and even before this. But against, obviously, Burgermeister, I think maybe I went against once or twice with Tradmids. I'm not quite sure if I did. I have to look at my notes from what I actually went against. But he's got the Chaos Max. He brings me down to 1,000. You son of a bitch. That was a good play. Oh, it was Luna Lights. Okay. I had to really look at my fucking notes. I have like a book that just tells me how many freaking deck profiles still I have yet to do, which is something around like 32 of them that you guys requested. So don't worry. I'm working on it. We should be in about 2 months caught up on everything. Hey, it's better than not being caught up at all. You know, I'm going as fast as I can with these. So I don't want to flood the channel with like 5 deck profiles a day, because that would be kind of no one watching. Then you wouldn't get quality duels. So I go in for the Burgermeister Exceed. It requires more than just... It's 3 or more level 2 monsters. Obviously I have way more than that. He plays Gospel Revival. I forced it out. Gonna chain here just to flip the dragon face down, but Quaking Mirror Force into the chain, into the Jar of Greed, into the chain. It's disgusting, you know. And get that Imperial Iron Wall because I'm a sacky piece of shit. Get to use his effect to look at the top card of the deck. To trap it, gets added to the hand. If not, gets sent to hell. Reckless Greed. Gonna pop a card on his board again because I'm a boss like that. Get the same effect I mentioned before and just be able to freely attack in for some beautiful damage. And there's really nothing he can do right now. He plays the Raigeki. I'm going to Treat Toad away and play Imperial Iron Wall, which will start giving me more trap card monsters onto my board, which is always lovely. And Raigeki's nullified. I take it to my side of the board so I can actually use it. And he's like, fuck this. So let's get into that deck profile. So here we go with deck profile. Mostly everything's TCG exclusive, TCG release, not exclusive, TCG release. So 3 card D, 1 Raigeki, 3 card Demise, 1 Upstart, 3 Power Duality. That's everything that's not a trap card. Card D is better than Curry Bandit at the moment because there's only 4 of the pale cards and you want all 8 before we start really focusing on using him. Trust me, I did my homework. The card Demise, there's a turtle walking around, by the way, if you hear the clunky. The card Demise is pretty much the same kind of situation where you're just going to draw it, and if you get them in hand, you just throw them in the grave and utilize them later. Power Duality, pick your poison, what you want, go from there. Raigeki, staple, for the most part right now. And Upstart Goblin, because Upstart Goblin is just a beautiful draw power card, and you don't care about giving him 1,000 life points, you're going to control the freaking game state. Then we have 3 Pika, 1 Bottomless, 3 of the, I don't even know how to pronounce that, so I'm just going to skip it. But we have 3 each of the Paleozoic monsters that you want to run. These are the ones that just came out in Dark Illusions, so they're the backbone to the deck. So I'm going to explain what they do. This guy here, discard 1 Paleozoic card and draw 2 cards. Once per chain when a trap is activated, they all have this part of the effect. They get special summon as a level 2 1200 point monster. You can run Wetlands if you want to, but I wanted to focus more on trolling the shit out of my opponents. That's kind of why I didn't do it. And they're also unaffected by monster effects, but when they leave the field they're banished, hence the Imperial Iron Wall is probably the best thing you can run with them. The 1 Bottomless Trap Hole, this guy basically is your MST if you would. It destroys the back row, it takes care of those nasty, pesky Vanity's Emptiness that pop up. And obviously it still has the trap card effect that when it pops out to the board. Triple Reckless Greed, I'm a greedy bastard. double Quaking Mirror Force, and double Drowning Mirror Force. They're both great in their own way in this deck. That's why we're running 2 of each. And then we have the, I call him Halushigan. You target one face-up monster on the field. Its attack and defense become half of its current attack. The turtle wants attention. Half of its current attack and defense into the end of this turn. And then once per chain, when a trap card is activated, it pops out on the board the same way as the others do. It's probably the ugliest out of all of them. That's my opinion. Triple Jar of Greed, because, hey, you're chaining. You want cards that you could chain to, and this is one of them. Of course, Accumulated Fortune, obvious is obvious. You saw all the chains going off like a madman. Triple Imperial Iron Bowl, because you want to, this is like the backbone of the deck. You want to keep these guys coming constantly. And then One Solemn Warning is just disgustingly good. Now for the extra deck. We have 3 of the Burgermeister Exceed, Paleozoic Machine Exceed. And this is 3 or more level 2 monsters, and it can pop a card on the board. Then you look at the top card of your deck, and if it's a trap, you add to your hand. Otherwise, it gets sent to hell. Most of the time, you're going to draw a trap card, but my luck was shit. Triple Tree Toad, obvious as day. It's an Aqua deck, but I gotta say, this is the only card that's on TCG legal currently, unless I'm mistaken by something. But I can't stand Tree Toad, but it's so good at what it does. We have to run it. The clock's going off. I know. I'm sorry. The Tree Toad's just disgustingly good. So you want to run 3 of them in this deck. Trust me. The 1 Sky Cavalry, good for bouncing stuff. Double Dagastro Phoenix, triple Gaichi. Double Cat Shark, never went into it, but it is really good because you can obviously double your water. So that's something, I guess. And then 1 Armored Kappa. And that's going to round off the entire deck. So if you guys enjoyed the deck profile, let me know. Make sure to subscribe for more if you haven't already and you enjoyed the video. And I will see you guys on the next video. Till then, peace.